Hi there. My name is Kavan. So I saw the conversation between Mark and Andy on Slack. So I thought maybe I can record this quick video to show everyone how they can build in public for this new CBC course they're creating in order to get some momentum up. So obviously, it's not going to be too long because that's exactly what my course is about. But I'm going to try to keep it very short so that you can get started with this. So here, quick sharing today. I'm going to tell you why you should build in public, what was so good about it, and to actually show you how to do it, just to give you some inspirations. So I think the number one thing we need to remind ourselves is that in marketing, people need to see it at least 7 times before they actually decide to buy a product or service. So it's partly because of credibility. Are you just a scam popping out on my Instagram ad and then trying to sell me something fake? Or it's a way of saying that people trust you. So you embed your name into my brain so that the trust is accumulating over time. So building in public is exactly, I think, trying to achieve this. Myself, I really like going to a restaurant with an open kitchen. And the reason is when they are preparing ingredients, cooking, or putting the plates together in front of me, I can just tell how confident they are in terms of their food and the quality of it. So to me, I like it because it's very transparent and I just appreciate it a lot more. So building in public is exactly the same concept. If you are sharing your journey open in the public, like on Twitter or on whatever platform you're on, and people can see the behind the scenes, and we're not just talking about the good things, the ups. Building in public is a lot about the downs, like the struggles, the mistakes, but how you overcome it. And if you share those, it's just like an open kitchen. People will have more trust in you, and you will gain more credibility, and over time they will appreciate what you're building for them even more. So of course, in this open kitchen concept, like a restaurant, I don't think seeing them just cooking is enough. So in my mind, if the chef comes out and talk about how this restaurant is run, what's the philosophy, how they choose the ingredients, that is going to level up the transparency and credibility even more. So yeah, super relevant to what we do. So here, you can think of it as a way. A lot of people have mentioned, this is my Twitter handle, Meet Kavan. A lot of people have mentioned Kavan here and there. This guy is saying Meet Kavan is the building guy. And then suddenly Kavan just say, I'm launching a new guide, it's for free. Then you can imagine people would just oh, okay, a lot of people have been talking about Kavan, let me just get it. So this is exactly what building in public can help you achieve. Now let's get to the how. A lot of people think, okay, building in public, I'm just tweeting my updates, I'll shout in the void on Twitter. No, that's useless. What you need to do is to involve your audience, involve people. So if you're talking about how you're launching this CBC, you should work with them to find out what you should do. Even though you're super confident, there are a lot of things you don't know. So use this opportunity to get information. So you can have public conversations on Twitter, ask questions, and I'll show you a little bit more later. You can have a poll and ask people, hey, what is a good title for my CBC course? And ask them to explain why. You can ship something quick and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking in terms of the curriculum, and see how people react to it. Maybe they will say, hey, maybe you should talk about week 4 first, because that's what I care most about. Then you can tweak your curriculum. Lastly, you can get tons of feedback if you're doing everything in public, but you have to be careful because, we all know not all feedback are relevant. People are missing context here and there. But it's better than nothing. You get all these data points and then you have to use your own brain to filter them out, which is pretty awesome. So I have an example here just to show you exactly how it works. So I'm actually working on a book course called Showing Up right now, temporary name. And the way I write it in public or build it in public is that before I even announce this product, I have a little message and I talk about the thing that I really, really want to share with people, which is I don't care about follower count. A lot of people care about it so much, but I don't. And I talk about the thinking behind it, and people resonate with it, and they jump in to have a public conversations. And then in a few days, I'm ready to make an announcement. So I don't have anything written at that point. I just have like a draft table of contents. So I'm tweeting about it saying 5 days in, I have the table of contents. If anyone wants to give me feedback, put down your email to be a beta reader, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then some people sign up for it. And next, out of the whole email list, I pick out 10 people to get on live call so they can give me feedback on my table of content. So I actually ask them to read out loud each title of the chapters and explain their thoughts at the moment. Which part is confusing, which part is awesome, which part is provoking. Okay, so I tweeted that I schedule all this call with these people. So yeah, it's awesome. And then for the rest that I didn't get to schedule a call, I just send them the Google Doc so that they can just comment on it. So you can see I'm involving every single person that I have encountered, even just like few days in. And then after the 10 calls, I publicly thank them to show my appreciation that they take like 1 hour each to give me feedback. That's pretty amazing, like what they are willing to spare their time on. So I thank them. So you can see basically everything can be building in public materials as long as you are openly sharing your journey, you're not hiding the ups and downs. But to me, I think this is the key part of building in public, which is, honestly, I don't know everything. If I'm creating a book or a course, I think it's bad to just rely on my brain, because even though I'm like a subject matter expert in something, people like perceive me that way, but probably not. Like that's not really the case. Like I don't know everything. So here, like a week ago, I really don't care about follower count, but I want to hear how people think about it. Like, do they care? Do they not care? So I just tweeted about it and asked questions like what they're thinking. And a lot of people actually responded. And from here, this is the amazing part. Like now I can be more objective when I'm writing this book and creating materials around the book course, because I'm learning all these point of views from people. And if you're not building in public, you're not going to hear about it. And then the whole book, it will be based on your one point of view. And then a lot of people might not like it. And then your product sucks. Okay, so let's come back to this Maven CBC. I think a lot of you are subject matter experts, but I think there's still a lot of things you might not know about what you should put into this course. So your research process, your course development process, you can actually involve people around you. You can even grab early tester. And I'm thinking like, you don't really need to wait until the CBC to test your curriculum. You can pick out a part that you're semi-confident about and say, hey, I'm running an open workshop. Who wants to come in, and you have a chance to give me feedback, but then you learn this for free, you know? And that is a great way because you can test your curriculum before the actual product. So you make sure it's high quality. And then you just do the normal pre-launch, launch, and then after launch, you can tweet about like how the launch goes. You can tweet about what you learned. And then when the cohort is actually happening, you can tweet about, oh wow, week 2 was really slow, but then we quickly turned it around by doing this and that. All that content in your CBC can be building in public content, and you use that to iterate your product and attract the second cohort. So it's basically a loop that will never end as long as you get into that mindset. Oh, oops. But lastly, okay, wrapping this video up. Lastly, quick reminder, because I don't want to give you the impression that This is easy to do, and that's why I have this whole course around it. And it'll take some time for you to learn the system, learn the mindset. And the second thing is, I think a lot of people are not willing to put in the effort to engage with people. I mean, we're all fantasizing, sitting in front of a laptop, making $1 million, and not interacting with anyone. That's not the case. Like, you really need to be friendly, talk to people, and you need to do it every single day. Not every single hour, but every single day. And when you're building in public, your focus should really be involving people to enhance what you're doing and sharing your key lessons to them, and not really promoting yourself so much. People can tell from your writing tone, they can tell what you're trying to do. Yeah. And lastly, you will be disappointed. Look at this tweet a week ago. I was filming a quick video to put it on my Google Doc, and I thought about tweeting about it, and I get 0 likes. So no one cares about this video. I don't know what happened, but you'll be disappointed. But the key is, not every single message you put out will help you create this momentum. But then, if each tweet can be seen by 5 new people, and they know what you're trying to create, they know this new CBC that you're putting it out there in like 2 months, that's good enough. Imagine you're putting out like 100 tweets in the next 100 days, all about your journey. You have 500 leads right there. So this is why I love talking about building in public. This is why I love, sharing with people how to do it. And I hope this video helps you out in small ways. I'm not a coach here, but if you have questions about this, just reach out to me. I'll try my best to help. And I look forward to meeting some of you, maybe not all, but some of you in the next few weeks. All right, I'll see you. Have a great Thursday, Friday, and weekend. Bye-bye.